EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Now over to the 6th hole. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
That appeared to be a good strength.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Incredible shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, that. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah. Stress for the next one.
Just. That birdie gets the player figures 1 under for the tournament. Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course, 602 yards. Obviously a par 5, though. But guys like Rory have to be thinking making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. About 325 yards. So a little slow out of the gates, but now pick it up.
Yeah, and into the ebb and flow of the game. We know you can't hit good shots all the time, so if you can just roll little bad patches like now, then things can still get up very quickly.
See how they do on this approach. Good-looking shot right here. And it makes the green in regulation. Frank, he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Has it now sitting at 2 under par in the tournament. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill. Just see from the overview the design of the green. When that on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to round.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Whole bends to the right. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
I mean, he just blasted well over 325 yards. Here's the second shot from 180. This could be a good one. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Goodity, third shot here at the par 5.
Just when you thought it was going to be an average week, eagle there to vault into the 10. That was a great first day up there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Frank, this par 4 about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. Really did.
Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
Yeah, there's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is, notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot, sometimes you just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
Score that, a birdie. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favour a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that a little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Good putt. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Just blasted that tee ball, Frank. Second shot. Good look at the green.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy game. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles. But huge move. What a great eagle.
Just a thunderbolt on the grounds right there in the third place.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still, a long ways to go in this tournament. This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live third round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Back here at the par 4 14 to tee off, 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. This is a good-looking shot. Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie.
Even par, currently.
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short.
Trying to make yet another birdie.
Now, putt for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Always 2 components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18th. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, you know, really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, this is a big green. I mean, good chance coming up ahead here for an eagle, at least a birdie. Should be safely on deck.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So close. So the eagle goes begging. He still has this for birdie. Just a couple of feet. So 1 shot closer to the lead with that birdie. So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Golf Channel on NBC and EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live final round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
It certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here. This has exploded off the club face.
Now zeroing in on this second shot here at the par 4 14th.
You can keep the second shot a little right of the flag here. The general contours kick a little left here away from the bunkers on the right. That would be the ideal shot in here.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Getting set now over the putt. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, boy, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This would be nice. A birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
Yeah, and things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Birdie try again here today. And with that birdie, moves to third place. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Reg. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. Really a chance to have a fast finish.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
And it makes the green in regulation. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to savor. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Wow, and with that eagle, Frank, now only 2 shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Just a great putt and a great win.